Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. My name's Damon. I am the owner's husband. That's the owner, Natalie. And we're going to show you what it's like to be in a tiny house factory today. I understand that you guys are doing a tiny house segment. Is that right? Okay. Show of hands. Who here has been inside a tiny house before? Raise your hand. Raise them up. Up high. Okay. So like less than 30% of you. Yeah, you have? Did you guys come to the Building Futures? No? We had one displayed there a couple weeks back, or I guess about a month or so ago. So what we're going to do today is we're going to talk to you about how a tiny house is designed a little bit. Then we're going to talk about what we do to frame one, what it sits on top of, whether it's on a trailer or if it's on a foundation on ground, and kind of go through each step of the build process that we do here on a daily basis to deliver the world's tiny houses. Show of hands again. I'll ask you guys to raise hands a lot. Who brought a phone with them? Raise your hands. Excellent. There's an exercise at the end of this. I'll have you guys all participate if you don't mind. So pay close attention because it's going to be a little bit of a quiz. All right. So if you guys want to pile in behind me, Kelly's going to be doing some video for our YouTube channel. If you guys are interested and you're not already subscribed, please make sure you subscribe to the Tiny House Experts. That's part of the quiz that you'll know something about later on this afternoon, okay? Or not, later on this morning. We build all these frames. They start life as a coil of steel and then they end up, after coming through this machine, it's kind of like a big gutter machine. You guys have gutters on your houses and we've seen them and things like that. So this is similar, but it's a lot heavier steel. So it actually turns that into structural members like wood, but way noisier, as you can tell. We can roll about 200 linear feet a minute out of the mill. So if you're taking this in terms of like sawmill versus steel mill, we're about 10x faster when we manufacture a steel frame for a tiny house. All right, so I'm gonna walk you over here to the machine and we'll take a look at it really quick. So here, a tiny house starts life as one of those coils of steel over there. It kind of looks like a big giant roll of tape, right? Well, that's my tape dispenser. So instead of Scotch tape, it kicks out this ribbon of steel. Then that ribbon of steel travels through this machine from this end all the way down to the other end and gets bent into a C shape or a U shape, depending on whether it's horizontal or vertical, which I'll show you inside a house here in just a second. It punches all your holes where you're going to screw it together. So it kind of takes all the guesswork out of it for you. It's like a symbol by number. Anybody ever did a painting that was like paint by number? This is like that, but it's framing houses instead. So it's pretty cool that we've been able to make this. Anybody here can and has, people in your grade at different schools around the country have stood up one of those with this frame system in one school day. Yeah. We'll show up around 8 for first bell. It'll be all panelized flat on the floor. So we do each panel like left wall, front wall, side wall, back wall, roof, lofts. So each one of those panels will get put together by itself. And then we take them over to the trailer, we stand them up, put the roof on it, walk the lofts in and wiggle those up into place. So if you think about each of those panels probably doesn't take more than 30 to 45 minutes to screw it together with 2 or 3 people. If you've got 20 kids in a class or 25 kids in a class and they're all broken up into a group of 3 to 5 people, that means you've got all of the panels built for this house within probably an hour, hour and a half. So you got the rest of the day to figure out how to put it all together and turn it into a tiny house. So it's pretty cool how fast these things go together, and that's what you guys are going to see next. I'm going to see if I can sneak us into that house before the guys get busy blowing spray foam insulation. How long does it take? From start to finish, we can do one in about 30 days. That's a custom house. Now we manufacture as well. So if we are doing a large run, let's say that's a custom house, but let's say we're doing 50 of those in color A, B, or C, but they're all the same. We'll do about 2 a week after we get up to speed. So that 30 days means that the first one will go out the door The next one will be a couple days behind it, and then another one, and then another one. So it'll be kind of perpetual completion. You know, we sell them all over, and that's not just the United States. Like we've sold to all 50 states here in the U.S., and that includes Alaska and Hawaii. We've delivered to Costa Rica. We've delivered to Ecuador. We've delivered overseas to France, Canada, lots to Mexico, and a couple to Belize. Yeah, we're international, and we did 5 seasons on TV. So yeah, like all the TV shows like Tiny House Nation. So we did Tiny House Nation, Tiny House Big Living. Yeah, I've been on a few episodes. The Tiny House Hunters, Tiny House Hunting, and Tiny Luxury. So most of those are on the streaming platforms now. We had our big moment of fame, and now nobody recognizes us. So it's all good. The houses are the star. You know, that's what we want to do. We want to showcase the homes and make sure that the younger generations consider this as a viable, serious alternative to what your first house might look like when you leave school and go into the workforce. And I said this in great detail at the Building Futures event, because it was all the area high schools that went to see people in the trades. So our business was there, Stryker Construction was there, you know, so it was like an opportunity for you guys to go in and see what they do for a living and see if it interests you. Any guesses on which one was the most visited booth? Tiny houses. The tiny house booth were like where we were. We bought that house, and we probably had 400 kids in and out of it that day. And they were all on a schedule. They were supposed to show up at each booth at a certain time and be at this place for 15 minutes, then go here. Like, they would just conveniently get lost and then meander over to us. And that's where the teachers would come find them. You guys are supposed to be over here. No, we're cool. We like it here. So I'll give you the whole layout here, guys. Welcome to a tiny house. It's under construction. I'm super glad that you guys are here to see. Mondays are usually a pretty crazy day here for us. You can tell this house has been stood up and completed on the outside. So the windows are in, the door's in. We've got all the siding and the roofing material on. Now what we're going to do is work on the interior. What you see here is one that's been wired and plumbed. So the systems are prepped to go in. So all the electrical is in, the panels back there behind you. Behind me, over my shoulder is the bathroom. And you had a question about, do these come with bathrooms? They actually do. So kind of close your eyes and immerse yourself in the world of tiny living. And you're gonna open your barn door or your pocket door into your bathroom. Under your staircase, this is gonna be your cupboard for the bathroom. So this would be your closet to store towels and toiletries and shampoo and things. Over here, you probably got a washer.